You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Hello. And welcome to another very chilly TADPOG podcast.
Very chilly.
In the heart of winter. Maps domain.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're here in person doing appreciate you guys doing a pivot. We're doing a fancy Sunday morning recording.
Yeah. It's like church.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like church. Just like church.
It's exactly like
That's how I
church. It's the
remember
people that live, the people that go to the church next door ought to come over here.
Sure. You guys want to hear some real religion?
You want to hear some real religion? Come hear us record.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Oh, God, I don't miss that shit.
I miss that part. I miss that was my favorite part in Catholic church growing up was like,
The call and response.
no,
Or shaking everybody's hands.
Shaking everybody's hands. I love
peace.
that. I love that.
Peace,
It's like, we
yeah.
get to take a break. We get to take a break from being bored.
Yeah.
I feel like they do it that way on purpose, right? It's sandwich, where it's like, all right, we're going to bore you for a fucking little bit. And then we're going to be like, all right, everybody stand up.
Yeah. That's why.
Stretch your legs. Look at people in the face.
Wake up. That's probably exactly what it fucking
You know
was.
that cute
Under the
girl you
guise
saw
of-
earlier? You can go walk over, shake her hand.
I never left my
It's
little
religiously
zone.
encouraged.
I never left my little zone. I always stayed.
Oh,
in-
I would time it to go to the bathroom right before the piece, and then I would come back in after the piece was done. I hated the piece so much.
You hated
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you hate about it?
Well,
Not enough hotties?
there was... It was okay at the bigger church, but at the smaller church, every single person had to shake every other person's hand for the piece to end.
Oh, all of them?
Oh,
Was that a
no.
rule? Or is that
Everyone.
just something they like?
Oh, I guess they just liked it. So we would wait until everybody shook hands with everyone else. So I was sitting there waiting, just
yeah.
like, I'm going to have to shake everybody's hand
Hell
in this
yeah.
fucking building.
somehow.
That's kind of cool, though.
And somehow this small church became the biggest super spreader of disease.
Fist bump Sunday.
Yeah, there we go.
What's the elbow one? You touch elbow?
That's the one I like. I don't know what it's called, though. Touch tips.
elbow tap.
tips.
Yeah, that's something different.
Elbow dock.
That's a little more intimate.
Well,
Well, that'd be a weird church.
yeah.
That was
Chicken wing church.
that was Mark 4:13. Now everybody, time to touch tips.
Yeah.
And drink some wine.
I don't know. I guess it's just an all men's church. I was trying to think what the women do.
I don't know. They don't tell us.
Yeah,
We're not allowed to
it's a
know.
segregated church.
I mean, they're all pretty much all men's churches in the end, right?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Judging by the size of the trucks pulling in next door, I'd say that's probably
Yeah.
true.
Man, I felt really bad because, on the way here, speaking of big trucks, that's what reminded me. On the way here, I totally cut a truck off because I was at a red light waiting to turn red, waiting to turn right. And there's a huge truck coming down the intersection, right? And they started slowing down. So I was like, I guess they got a yellow light or something. And so I just go ahead and scoot on out. No, I guess they were just slowing down.
Cut them off.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I felt bad about it,
Right.
but
Well,
I said you probably gave a wave. That's all right. It's like,
I
"That's all
sped
right."
up. No, I hunkered down. It was like, let's go 15 miles over the speed limit. Get ahead of this guy a ways.
he's got a truck. He can get to you. I have a truck, and I told you I've been trying to sell it to this guy who his He's bringing me money. He still has, he's staying in touch, and
Got it on layaway.
he called me the other day and he was like, "Have you checked to see if it starts because of the cold?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's probably fine." And I was like, "Fuck!" So I went out in the snow and dug my way into the truck, and kind of glad I started it because it kind of went, and then it fired right up, and I let it warm up and I cleaned it off, but I didn't want to drive it in this weather, even though
you wreck it. And
the literal reason, one of the literal reasons I have a 4-wheel drive pickup, at least for now, was to be able to navigate bad road conditions like this. But now that the truck is being sold to someone, I don't want to drive it for fear that I'm going to wreck it.
Don't blame you. Yep.
And now I've gone ahead and dropped the insurance from it. So now I cannot drive it. Like, I'm like not even tempted now because, God forbid I have a wreck or something. I mean, I have insurance, so I guess if I were to be in a wreck, my insurance would still cover it since the vehicle is still owned by me. But either way, I'm losing out on money that I would rather have.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not driving it. But every time I go over a bump, or hit a big patch of ice in my little Chevy Cruze, and it feels like the thing is just going to rattle apart. And I'm thinking, man, the truck with great big knobby tires right about now would be awesome.
Have you seen that TikTok where the guy is selling his pristine like F-350? Like, you see on his Ring camera, he's got the guys pulled up and they're looking at the truck and they're about to sell it. And suddenly a deer comes out of nowhere and smashes into the side of the truck, and then like scrambles in the bed and puts dents all in it, and then jumps out and keeps going.
I've seen that. Yeah,
Not seen that. That was the universe.
And he dropped $3,000 from the price right there and sold the guy the truck.
Yeah, that's the universe selling you. You're charging too much for your truck, apparently.
Well, this week will be the pinball trifecta.
Yeah.
Of Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, and Pinball Under the Mask.
Super Pinball Behind the Mask.
Behind the Mask. Which is a weird name for a pinball game, but whatever.
It is weird. All of these games are weird, so.
Yeah.
But like, in my opinion, not in like the way that I like.
Right.
Yeah. I like weird games, but like when they're weird on purpose, and I feel like these were weird on accident.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm glad we're doing all three.
yes, that was a good call. I'm glad you said that.
Because, man,
They're the same.
They're pinball.
two of them are like the fucking identical.
Yeah,
It's
almost
the expansion to the
exactly
first
the
one.
same.
Expansion is a really good way of, yeah. And then the other one is just kind of like, I don't know that we could do a full episode on it.
I don't think
Oh, fuck no, we couldn't.
we can barely do a full episode on these three.
Yeah, it's going to be
'Cause it's-
game light.
It's pinball.
I mean,
got some drafts. We got a package.
awesome.
We got a Kit Kat bar.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, I'm down to bitch about these games because, like, I can rant about these for
You wanna
a
go-
while.
You just knock this fucking dumbass game shit out.
Let's get the business out of the way.
right.
Let's get the bullshit. Let's get the podcast purpose out of the way.
Yeah.
and
First
then
of all,
enjoy
let's
ourselves.
Let's say the people who listen to this podcast for the SDS content
Here
are,
you
like,
go, 'cause after
extremely
this-
happy for the first time.
Yeah, because you're gonna hear this and then you can move on to whatever you listen to next.
Bower Mill, here you go. Here's your laser focus on 3 pinball games, and you can fuck right off for the rest.
I hope Bower Mill still listens.
It's regrettable that we couldn't get Chris Edler on the show today.
Yeah, I reached out to him, although honestly, I don't think he uses Discord that much, and
Right.
that's like the only way I really know how to contact
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
But he might, if he gets. I didn't send him a message updating him, "Hey, we're recording on Sunday," because I didn't hear
we
from
didn't
him.
know. Also,
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I wish Chris could have been here, but hopefully he listens to this.
So
and-
as always, Chris, we're sorry you couldn't be on this episode because it's actually very specifically a good episode for you to be on.
yeah, it is. Although it kind of is, and
Unless you
it
like
kinda
these
isn't.
games. It's
Yeah.
not a good
Right.
episode.
Right.
I mean, I like pinball, and I don't really like these games. I hated Pinball Dreams and I hated Pinball Fantasies. Yeah, I hated both of those games. I thought they were really bad. Super Pinball : Behind the Mask I actually liked, and I didn't think I was going to, because like when I watched a video that showcases all these games, it was an SNES Drunk video.
I watched that one too.
It's a good video, and it's in that video when I was watching, I was like, oh sweet, all the cool ones, all the cool pinball games came out in Japan only. And we got all the fucking horrible pinball games. Like Behind the Mask was like, you get to see the full table, right? Mm-hmm. The full table's on the screen, which I didn't think I was going to like because the table's super small.
That's why I liked it the most as well, because I fucking hate video pinball.
Yeah.
Like on consoles and on PC. I think even the modern ones I don't like, because especially when you can't see the whole table and you don't know what you're shooting for. And it makes me almost motion sick to have it scroll up and down, because especially on the Super NES, because of the frame rate.
It's a young man's pinball.
Yeah, it really is.
Because I got
it just drives me
fatigue
crazy.
And kind of.
And y'all know I am a pinball guy. I love pinball, like actual physical pinball, and I think that I don't like playing video pinball at all, because there's no feedback, there's no clicking and that vibration of the table, and there's nothing you can do except just hit flippers and hope for the best.
Pinball Dreams did have the tilt feature where you could bump the board.
Yeah. So they all do. Yeah, you could bump
they all do?
Mm-hmm.
I knew Pinball Dreams did.
Yeah, and Fantasies and Behind the Mask.
But the fact that I could see the whole table in Behind the Mask was the only redeeming factor as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I like that. It was. And have you tried Pinball FX, by the way? I know you said you don't like video pinball.
I don't think so.
But that one's actually pretty nice. I don't know that you would like it, but I mean, there are different view modes where you can change it so you can see the whole table.
You want to do it,
yeah. So you can see where you need to do a skill shot. That's my biggest gripe about Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies was I got a lot of fucking gripes about it, but my biggest gripe is I couldn't see where I was aiming ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also the table design on all of those fucking pinball tables was horrible. It was I shouldn't say horrible. It's not what I like. It felt more like, when you play like a super old pinball game that's like from the 50s or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like the whole table's just wide open.
It's three bumpers and that's it.
Yeah. That's what it felt like in Pinball Dreams. There was one table that I thought was pretty decent between those two games, and that was the Party Time table.
Oh, the clown one.
The clown one.
Yeah,
and it's
Fantasies.
That was in Fantasies. And that one felt like a real table. All the other ones felt like bullshit. Because everything's wide open. Dreams was like super fucking basic. That was like the first one.
Yeah.
And you had two flippers and fucking ramps that were just kind of spread out. In Fantasies, they kind of brought in that there's a third flipper.
The one up the top, I think, right?
Oh yeah, because you could hit them back into the bumpers on that one table. Okay, yeah.
And I like that, but also what bugged me about all of these tables was you're not limited to your physics are not a limitation. So why did you design tables where the ball gets hung up on shit? Constantly. I felt like
it's
the ball
realism. They wanted to make sure it's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So I read you could do an illegal move in these games though, because of that, because of the select button to bump the table, that you can do a banger ball, which is illegal in regular pinball, where when it goes back the second alley that takes it into the hole, when you get to the edge, if you open your flipper at the same time that you bump the table, the ball will go back up the middle and into play.
Huh.
And you can do that over and over and over in Dreams and Fantasies.
I was able to, one time on accident, to bump the ball out of the no-no hole back up onto a flipper, but not the alley. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it was totally on accident. I don't even like in real pinball and in Pinball FX, which I've played a decent amount of. I don't know what to do with bumping the table. Like, I mean, it feels like it's a crapshoot for me. It's like, I guess it's the last resort, right?
Yeah, usually would. I mean,
and I don't like that. That's a tactic for survival.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be like a cool element, but I don't know. That feels like it takes away from. I imagine it's not legal in like regular pinball to really like control the table like physically. Is it?
There's a certain level of
Chris, let us know.
doing that of table moving. As long as you don't tilt the machine,
Right, I was about to say.
anything's okay.
That's what the tilt's
The
there
tilt's
for.
there to punish you for doing it too much.
Okay.
But if you can jostle, and it depends on the sensitivity settings of a given table, that can be turned up or down by the owner of the table. You know, usually the default will give you a little bit of leeway to bump the table, to move, jostle something. If you've got a ball getting ready to go into the alley on the side that makes you lose a ball, and it's just barely, and you kind of bump it into the other way, that kind of thing is acceptable. But the definition of what is acceptable is the tilt, right? So if you tilt it, you've done too much, and your punishment is your flippers are locked, and you don't get more points until the next ball.
I've gotten in trouble before at like a fucking barcade or whatever, because I was playing T2 and like I was moving the table, but like not enough to tilt it.
Yeah.
And like someone who worked there came up and like got onto me, and it's like, that's weird. Like, I mean, there was this. This was a passionate employee. Like
Pinball is my special focus.
Yes. So it was one of those where it's like, oh, okay, sorry. And I'm thinking I didn't even get a tilt warning or anything. You know what I mean? And then I've gone to places that are like way cooler. I want to go ahead and go on the record. Fucking barcades suck. I fucking hate barcades.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Because it is, I mean, it's such a cool concept, but it's like, I don't really need to mix those two things. I don't need to mix the drinking and the food with arcade machines.
Yeah.
I want one, and then I want the other.
Has to be high because you've got a like huge risk of fucking up your machine.
Right. And then also, if it's like, if you're running a barcade, you're running a restaurant, essentially, it's like, do you want to have like someone on hand to like run maintenance on all? It just seems like one of those things where it's like, these two things are great separate. Let's just keep them separate. But whatever. At Game Galaxy, there's a totally different experience, and it's awesome because like I was playing pinball.
Game Galaxy's fucking best, man.
Game Galaxy rules. I was playing pinball, and someone came in, and they're like, "Oh, sweet, you got this new machine." Talking to the owner, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go gentle on it. Don't worry." And the owner's like, "I don't give a shit. You're not gonna destroy it.
Just play."
Yeah. So yeah, cool. Pinball Dreams. I was surprised it was released in 1994. I thought this would have been like really, really early.
Yeah, like a 92 release, 100%.
Pinball Fantasies was in 1995. That doesn't surprise me that they're not very far apart because they are the same game. Just like what you said, Tyler, you get like 4 new tables.
Yep. Same physics, same. Because I played these, and of course, I don't think I understand how to play pinball. Because to me, it's just like, just keep the ball from out of the hole. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. But then when I'm playing and, I didn't do very well, and then I go to SNES Drunk to do some research, and I go to another video, and this guy's really talking about the game you have to play on each board.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's not a concept I've ever really considered.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's not really obvious to me. Like, the game, inner game you're supposed to play to get the points, to get the stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's probably why I'm not very good at pinball. I love pinball, don't get me wrong, but, like, understanding how to play the mini game inside of it,
it can be difficult.
It's fun, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's like the basics are pretty much the same for every table. That's what I like about it. It's like the basics are pretty much the same, but then it's like you're talking about, the mini game inside the table is kind of like, learning that is kind of fun. And then like once you've learned it, then it just becomes a thing. Then the game just becomes like getting all the skill shots in the order that you want to do it.
Yeah, and the problem too is I'm assuming that most of your pinball experience is at the Arcade Expo. And you get one game.
Yeah, randomly when I was little, or Game Galaxy, the Expo, and then what I played growing up. But yeah,
I liked it at Game Galaxy better because you could just sort of play until you're done.
Yeah, you can camp a table,
keep going, and usually, especially if it's a more recent machine or something, there's plenty of other machines to play so you don't have people standing in line behind you,
right?
And
I've never had anyone stand in line.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not the kind of guy who like goes to the expo and fucking queues up a 4-player game and plays 4 games by myself, which is what a lot of people do, which is one of the things I hate. But having more time to sit and play a single machine gets you practice on that table, meaning playing the game inside the game is easier to do and easier to understand, and you can get more comfortable with the skill shots and the goals of that particular machine versus, well, I'm gonna play 3 balls and then I got to go and stand in line again to play it again. That's can be rough.
And I also like playing pinball where the table is a spectacle. I like my pinball tables like Melissa likes her themed restaurants. Like
over the top.
Yeah, like Rainforest Cafe, like she'll go there and she'll bitch about the food every time, but then be like, let's go back to Rainforest Cafe.
She likes the atmosphere.
She likes the
immersion of that. Yeah, I do too. I like
that too.
I like a really big pinball machine that has like, a cityscape or a fucking giant dragon or, And
it's talking at you and it's got cool music. Yeah. And I feel like in a video game medium, like Dave, sort of what you were saying, like they could have done anything with it. So I guess the full scope of these games that we played, I feel like encompass every different outlook you can have on pinball.
Yeah,
almost.
To where, except for the big spectacle, but
like my favorite kind of pinball game, especially for like the SNES, like video pinball in this era, is like where they get really weird with it on purpose. Like Sonic Spinball and like Kirby's Pinball Land, and like where it's kind of like they design it around the screen. They're not trying to emulate playing pinball on a table,
right?
And the Pokemon Pinball I thought was really good too. And it's like they just take it. They're like, oh, okay, well we got this screen. Well, let's just design like a stage around the like dimensions of this screen. It's not going to be like something you could play physically, and that's fine. I feel like that's the way it should be. It's
I super agree. Like
a lot
Kirby's Pinball on Game Boy. Holy, I love that game. I played the fuck out of that game. And the game in the inside was also easy because it would tell you, smash 3 Waddle Dees and get tomato. Right. Like, then I knew what to do, and love that game.
Technically, pinball does that too, but it like on the like LED screen or whatever. But I honestly feel like it's like you got to solve a riddle while you're playing the game.
There's a lot more pressure, especially on those big detailed tables. It's like shoot the galaxy ramp to score, to start wheel spin.
Yeah. What's
you're
the
like,
galaxy
where's
ramp?
Galaxy ramp? There's 7 ramps. I don't know which one.
Galaxy ramp is a like 6 point and like someone's like written out like by hand.
You gotta get the ball and hold it on the flipper so that you can look around the table to find what you're shooting for. And meanwhile, the timer for that particular task has run out.
I read a game fact about both of these games, but I like a pinball, like a real pinball player, like his game was like, I was asked to review and talk about my experience with this game, and he breaks down all the levels and shit, like I was reading, and he said it's important for you to realize that these games play as if the ball is made of plastic and not made of metal.
Right. Yep. I definitely felt that.
Well, and in Fantasies and Pinball Fantasies, they gave you more options because I didn't see any like options in Dreams. But in Fantasies, they let you change the buttons, like the button mapping. They gave you 2 different options, which that was nice because I was like, oh, finally, I can do right trigger for the right flipper, left trigger for the left flipper. That just feels natural to me.
Right. Instead of A and B.
Right. Very weird. Like face buttons versus D-pad.
You need those shoulder buttons for sure.
Yeah. But they also like allowed you to adjust the difficulty by like changing the angle of the table. So like hard was like a steeper grade, and easy was like a lower grade. I thought that felt like really weird because I tried switching it to a lower grade because like, yeah, let's make this easier. I suck at this like real bad. I felt like it was harder because it's like I was hitting the ball. I was hitting it too early, essentially.
It's a fast pitcher mixing it up by throwing like a 50-mile-an-hour floater, and like it fucks your timing and you strike out.
Yes.
Well, and there's nothing. I mean, in this context, there's nothing worse than a slow pinball table, right? Like even in real life, even the older tables that are like super slow and. I want it to move fast and be exciting. And those like when the ball's going too slow, you overcompensate. And there's nothing you can do to really speed it up. You could even whack the ball super hard, but it's going to come back to you pretty slow.
It felt weird.
Yeah.
Like it felt like even weirder than normal mode, which that's a really good way to describe it. It's like you're hitting a plastic ball instead of like a metal ball. The art in these fucking games was absolutely fucking terrible. It was like MS Paint. Like there's
like that skull that looked
right. Yeah, what's that table called? Like Stones and Bones.
Stones and Bones. Yeah, that's it.
What the fuck, man? I mean, it was like I cannot believe. Like I grew up in this era, and I still can't believe that like.
Diablo has better skulls than this game.
Oh, dude, Diablo has way better skulls than this game. I'm having a hard time like thinking of a game that has worse skulls than this game. Chiller has better skulls than this game. I mean, the art is terrible. It's really, really bad.
And the music I didn't care for.
No, the music's bad.
And it got repetitive.
Yeah, at least give us some like good music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because here's the thing too. The other thing about real pinball versus this is you're playing it with headphones on, and there's no ambient noise. There's no clicking noises and like in the background and people talking like you would be in a public venue, or if you had a pinball table and any ambient noise would be nice to add to the experience. But
make like it's in a bowling alley or something and have background noise. Like
I agree. I think something to add to that. To break up that monotony.
That's how I used to study and write papers is I used a website called Coffitivity that would emulate the ambient noise in like a coffee shop. So you've got sort of murmuring voices and clinks and everything of pouring noises and shit.
Is this like that? Pre-lo-fi hip hop?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I don't know the story behind the lo-fi hip hop, but like the lo-fi beats to study to, but like that's crazy. Like that, I mean, it's great. I love it. But it's crazy how like that's just a thing now, and it's like there are like pirated versions of it too, and it's like okay, that's weird, man. But whatever. I guess it makes money through views.
Yeah, I mean, sort of all my sleeping through all my sleep noise from YouTube. Like when I got my YouTube remix, like you were the #1 listener in the top 98% of listeners of this one sound site.
You're #1 listened to 10 hours brown noise.
Exactly.
Your Spotify rap.
And it was so fucked up because it was like all that stuff mixed in with like all Jack's weird videos that he watches.
Nice.
So it's just like cats taking a bath.
Hell yeah.
And then his weird like Klasky Kasupo inverted warbling that he'll watch, like weird inverted colors. Klasky Kasupo, Klasky Kasupo, Klasky Kasupo.
Oh,
and he'll do that for like 3 hours in a row.
Yeah. Jesus, that sounds like a nightmare fuel to me.
Yeah. Oh man, he loves that shit. And he'll get like my phone or Melissa's phone and watch YouTube on his tablet through our camera and then put filters on it.
That's funny. Man, Henry got into like that, like there's a genre of YouTube video, and I know that you know what I'm talking about because it sounds very much like what you're describing with the Klasky Kasupo, but it's like someone just takes a video clip. It could be whatever. It could be anything. It could be like, I don't know, Shrek kicking down the fucking door to his shack, right? And then it's like they'll play it at 1.5 speed, and then they'll play it at 2 times speed, and it's just this 5-second clip that's shown at different speeds.
Yep.
And there was like 2 weeks of my son's life where it was just like, this is what he likes to watch, and it's like, dude, this is killing me. You gotta like get a hobby or something.
Well, I saw a TikTok of a mom asking like, "Is this normal?" And it's her daughter eating lunch, watching a YouTube video of a guy just counting to 1,000. I was like, man, that is up Jack's fucking alley if he ever finds that. Or a washing machine. Oh, he loves like just up close of a washing machine.
Yeah.
And he'll go and stand on our washing machine that has a clear top and start the machine and watch the video and try to make it match the washing machine.
That's pretty good.
He loves watching videos of people doing something and that he can do the same thing.
Yeah, sure.
He does that all the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Huh. I like playing videos for our cats because like they
Have you done that cat thing that where there's one supposedly especially for cats that they have a weird reaction to? They're either like run away or they're super engaged on it.
I don't like the thumbnails for some of these videos make some weird claims. So maybe, you know what I mean? Like, but like usually I'll just play cat videos and like they fucking love that. There's
Just
nothing.
seeing other cats and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing I love more than when like one of my cats is watching TV. It's just the fucking like cutest shit in the world. I love it. And I'll like nudge Nikki and be like, look, he's watching TV.
He thinks he's people.
He's watching TV.
Or he thinks he's like the big cats since they see us as big weird cats.
Yeah.
My dog.
I still think about you saying, after I brought that up, you saying, what does he think when I'm going to work? Like, what the fuck is that cat doing?
I think about that when I come home from work because it's like they think that when you leave the house, you're going hunting, right? And it's like, so I always like try to give them food because I don't want them to think I'm bad. So, yeah.
That's when they start bringing you mice and shit.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You're clearly not very good at this. Let me bring you something to eat.
I've kept I've kept treats in my fucking pocket before, like dog treats and cat treats and stuff. It's nice to come home and be like, hey, good to see you too. Here, have a treat.
My dog will watch TV almost never, but when she does, I do the same thing. I'm like, look, Pixel's watching TV.
I love it, man.
And the bunny rabbit, Parker, when we first got him, he would watch football.
No shit.
It was like he would never really, he would look at the TV and I think he'd see the flashing lights or the whatever, just as a afterthought, and he'd sit and look for a minute and then he'd move on. But when we would have a football game on, he would sit and watch just the entire game without moving. It was crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
He doesn't do it anymore. He didn't do it this year, but last year he watched football like just it must have been the green on the grass or something.
Maybe.
I don't know what it was that caught his attention. A lot of bright colors too, things like that. But yeah, he was a football fan last year. And this past year he didn't really do much football watching. I don't know.
When the Europeans landed here in the Americas, we actually stole football from the rabbits. So that's probably has something to do with it.
Potentially, yes. Pinball.
Yeah, pinball. I guess we can talk about that more.
But like, because I like being able to see the detail of the boards. But the camera motion sucks, and I'll be able to see the whole board sucks. And then I liked Behind the Mask, where you're right. You can see the whole board, but it's also so small you don't get those cool details.
And it's low res too. I mean, it's straight up like it's tough to kind of see what's going on because not only is it small, it's like made out of Duplo blocks.
Yeah.
It kind of made me sad because I was like, damn, this could have been like way better if the technology had just been better.
Right.
Yeah.
To
To me, it felt like in Super Pinball Behind the Mask, it seemed like they cared more about making a good game. Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies, I feel like I did not get the impression that they gave a shit.
No. Well, and what's worse is you get like 3 tables. We did not get an email from Brad because he's probably going to send it tomorrow because we didn't tell him that we were recording today.
Brad, we're recording today. Don't waste your time.
Unless you can send it right now. Next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the retail price of any of these were, but if you're going to spend $50-$60 on this and then you get what three tables that suck, that would be super fucking frustrating. These are all rentals as far as I'm concerned.
If that, honestly,
if that, yeah.
Truly, because it's like
if you got one thing to rent, and Mom says you can rent one game for the weekend, and you land on this, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you fucked up.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you French fried.
When you should have
pizzaed. Man, yeah, they suck. I feel like Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies, they suck. I feel like they're shitty video games. And when I was playing it, it's funny you bring that up because I was thinking the same thing. How much did this cost when it came out? If it was more than $20, it was too much money.
Yeah.
Which of course it was, because it felt like PC shareware is what these games felt like.
Man,
they felt like PC shareware, which is fine. I like PC DOS shareware. It was awesome, but it's like I never bought those games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These felt like demos. These 2 games felt like demos. And then like the table theming on Pinball, Super Pinball Behind the Mask was really weird because it's like you got like the Joker Juggalo table, and then it's like you got the Blackbeard table, and then what was the third one? I never got to the third one because I played in Conquest mode, which I thought was neat. It's like you start out at one table.
Nightmare was the last one.
Nightmare, yep. Thank you. You have to get to a certain number of points. You have to get a certain score before you can move on to the next table. I thought that was pretty neat.
Each one of these games retailed for $50 back in when they were new.
Ugh.
50 early 90s dollars.
It's like $100 now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You get like 10 Ninja Turtle figurines for that.
Right.
I remember my parents.
More than a fifth of a Switch 2 game.
Yeah, right. I remember my parents going like nuts over like, how much is that Ninja Turtles action figure? $5.
Yeah.
And
$5.
Those prices have gone up.
That's 5 gallons of milk, Dave.
Right, I know. I could drive around for 2 months for $5.
I'll go to like Walmart or something, and usually it's more of the like retro figures or whatever that are like this. But if you see like an old G.I. Joe action figure that's been, repackaged to the new, it's like the same old packaging, but they're just back on shelves. Those are like $20 a piece.
Holy shit!
And they're regular sized action figures that are basically a little bit more detailed than the ones you'd get as a kid or whatever, but they're all so fucking expensive now. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
$20 for an action figure. Dad, that's cheap.
Yeah. Are action figures like popular still? And the reason that I ask is because it's like, I don't know if Henry and like his friends are like outliers, but like Henry has no interest in action figures, and like when like he goes to birthday parties and stuff, and it's like I don't see any kids giving action figures as like gifts or anything.
Mostly now I think it's like blind boxes and little, not action figures, but little representations of little tchotchkes, little things from the shows they watch or the games they play. That's kind of what I collect. Shit like that. Very rarely, it's little statues and Funko Pops and things like that. But rarely, I haven't seen. I know Cohen's never really had any action figures either, which is weird.
It's weird to me because like I used to have a shitload.
God,
right?
I collected G.I. Joe like it was my job.
Yep,
I
Ninja
love
Turtles
that
and shit. I did find a good lot. I think we're gonna try to get Addie for her birthday. Is to get we found one of the old cases to put Ninja Turtles in that has the plastic like flip over.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We found that, and then a good collection of, which I thought was funny, like a ton of like classic action figures for like $40. And I was looking through them because Melissa was asking me, "What's this one? What's this one?" And I was looking through, and then one of them is a random Power Rangers villain in the lot. It's like, oh, someone's grandma just picked up some toys. Like these are all Ninja Turtles. This pig with the hat, this must be a Ninja Turtle. You know?
Is she into action figures or like Ninja Turtles?
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, big time. Because what she was showing, I think for her birthday's coming up, and Anna's going to make her like a hot boy cake or whatever. So she had a bunch of pictures. She's
Sorry, let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
A what?
A hot boy cake.
What is that?
So it's like it'd be the regular cake, happy birthday, and then pictures on sticks of like all the people she thinks are hot.
Okay.
Because conversely, there's also the hear me out cake. Which is all the like characters that you think like hear me out.
Right.
Well, I would fuck this character.
Right.
And you put it in.
All the monsters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like,
in the Pokemon.
who would you have on your hear me out cake? And she was like, oh, Leonardo.
Leo? Really?
Well, that's what I said. I was like, not Michelangelo. She's like, that's when I was younger.
No, yeah, he's a party dude. I need a stable turtle. I need a turtle.
I'm in college now.
Us.
I need a. If Turtle's having a 401k, it's gonna be Leo.
Right. Donatello. I mean, probably. Yeah, I think
like
Leonardo.
Anna, who's your hear me out? She's like, Spirit. It's like the horse. Like at least like that's an anthropomorphic turtle. Spirit is like straight up just a horse. He doesn't talk, nothing. He's just a horse.
Hear me out.
He doesn't talk.
Hear me out, Tyler.
That's funny.
Because Melissa said for a full year of her life after Spirit came out, she was a horse.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
She's going around naming people on all
Everyone's
fours.
trying to shake hands with one another. Nay!
Give her an apple and she'll go on.
She's like a basket of apples on hand at the church.
Just the feral roaming horse child. You have to feed apples to.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Which Ninja Turtle? Man, I feel like probably no one. I don't know. I was gonna say no one's gonna choose Raphael, but I guess it just depends on how rough you like it.
If
Would they wear
if you like
strap-on?
toys, you go Donnie. If you,
Right. Yeah.
if you like it rough, you go Raph. If you want a real giver, you go Michelangelo. If you want it respectful, maybe Leonardo.
I feel like Michelangelo could go either way. I think he could probably. I think he's a good giver, but then I also think he's probably pretty selfish. Where it's like,
Suck my dick while I eat this pizza.
yeah, no, it's like if you have sex with Michelangelo, you need to make sure you finish first. Because when he comes, he's fucking done.
He goes to bed.
Yeah, he is done. And he's not like rude about it or anything, but like, yeah, he's
That was so fucking good. Thank you.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I think Leo's going to get the job done, but like he might make you feel bad about it, right? Like he's going to make you feel like you haven't come yet? What the fuck?
What am I doing wrong?
Right. Clear your head. Remember what Master Splinter taught us?
Oh shit.
But you're right, dead on with the toys, man. I bet Donnie can make some fucking crazy Sibian shit. Like, give him like a barbecue grill and a fucking like.
He's Sex MacGyver.
Yeah, Sex MacGyver. I like that.
This takes your clip to Dimension X for a second.
He repurposes a mouser.
It's called a muncher now.
Ooh, hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's just like it's literally just a mouser, but it's like holding a rose in its mouth.
That's what Michelangelo makes. So he's trying to make a sex toy. He just puts a rose in a mouser's mouth.
Yeah. Does a fleshlight exist that looks like a canister of ooze?
That's awesome.
It's a pretty good tie-in. You make the ooze. That's on the package, right?
TGRI is BYOB. What else to say about these games? Any achievements?
I actually don't have any this week. I was trying to think of one, and nothing came to me. I didn't spend very much time with these, because the movement of the table was just killing my motion sickness. So no, I apologize. I'm unprepared.
I'm unprepared too. It's all good. I only have one. And it's Flipper died a natural death. He caught a nasty virus. In order to unlock Flipper died a natural death, he caught a nasty virus. You just download a ROM hack of any of these games that just breaks the flippers. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got two. They're pretty basic. Tilt-A-Whirl, make the board tilt, and then straight down the middle. And this always happens to me. Lose for 3 balls going right down the middle inside your flippers.
I got another one. It's if you're gonna spew in this. In order to unlock, if you're gonna spew in this, you spell out puke on the super on the Pinball Dreams table where you spell out puke.
Right.
On the fucking amusement park one. Such a weird. It's weird in a bad way.
And they censored one of the boards for the Super Nintendo version.
Was it the game show one with the legs?
It's the I think it's one of the, it's either Stones and Bones or Nightmare, where one of the paddles looks like it's setting in a pool of silver.
Yeah.
And
was
the
it
Genesis
blood?
version, it's blood.
Oh, they had Genesis. Of course, they had Genesis versions. Oh,
they released this on fucking everything.
I saw that.
And it's an Amiga port, so I think it's probably also why it's so kind of bare bones for an SNES game.
Got to cast a wide net with games like these, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know how you want to do price charting and all that. You just want to do all three, or you want to pick one? Do we care?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Not really.
All right. Pinball, the first one, Pinball Dreams. How much do you think that goes for on pricecharting.com? How much would someone charge you for this?
$10.
$7.45.
I looked it up earlier. So I am not playing. So we got $10 and $7.45. Actual retail value of Pinball Dreams for the Super Nintendo, loose on average, according to pricecharting.com at the time of this recording, is $8.91.
Almost right down the middle between our guests.
Right? It's a cheap ass Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like that's priced pretty fairly for like a collecting standpoint.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably buy like 4 pretty good games on Steam for as much as you would pay for this.
You're fucking right.
That's a big thing with like, I don't know if you guys, probably not, but like hear like a lot of people complain about like how video games suck now. And like the solution to that problem is just play indie games. Like
you
just
are
stop buying shit from
correct.
Ubisoft and like just spend $5 on this indie game that you're going to play for like 12 hours. I know it's only 12 hours.
Well, Team Cherry, Silk Song, $20.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great.
Yeah. Well, what do you think Flopsy has to say about Pinball Dreams? Did they like it?
2 stars.
2, maybe 2.5 stars.
Common.
And common. Like very common. I don't know if that's a thing.
It is. Yeah, very common's a thing.
But at that price point, I don't know how it would be considered very common, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of people even back then that would drop $50 on this thing. Now
it could be like an IRM skins game sort of thing where it's rare and $20.
But I doubt it. I think it's going to be. They were in $5 bins all over the place after a while, and probably, at the on the Blockbuster at the front of the store.
I don't think I think Blockbuster passed on these.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say 2.5 stars common.
Okay. I can roll with that.
I think the little, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm going to do if this is an IRM skins game situation. Like, if we find out it's rare,
you should spend $8.
I'm probably going to go ahead and buy it. And, not feel good about it.
Right. But you'll have another rare game in your collection.
Right. Yeah.
Then its collector, if it were rare, its collector's value is worth $8 and $8.50 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Right? But not because it's a good game. I even have the bad ones.
Yeah. In fact, I only have the bad ones because they're the cheap ones.
They're the cheap ones, right.
I have a in-the-box copy of Pinball Dreams, I'll have you know, which you can buy apparently new on average for $39.28.
Damn.
You can get a new one.
How much is it?
$39.28. Brand new.
Good Lord.
Box copy of this.
All right. So we're doing 2.5.
2.5 in common.
Common. All right. Well, according to Flopsy, a.k.a. The Ultimate Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mole Mike and a shadowy mysterious benefactor, Pinball Dreams, developed by Digital Illusions CE.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 3-star game,
Close.
Gentlemen.
We got close.
Pinball Fantasies is 2.5.
Okay.
So half credit.
I was like, it's either going to be the same or a half-star difference in one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Pinball Dreams is an uncommon Super Nintendo game.
Damn.
Fantasies is a very uncommon Super Nintendo game, which makes me curious how much that one is. It's the better of those two. That one's $18.99 on average. Probably
still pretty good for
not
very uncommon.
Yeah. But yeah. All right.
What about Under the Mask?
I can look that up. I don't have that ready, but price or
just Flopsies.
Flopsy? Let's see. Pinball Dreams. Super Pinball Dreams. Super Pinball, Behind the Mask. I thought having this on my iPad would make it easier. It does make it lighter.
Oh, do you have the PDF version?
Yeah, I do. It does make it more difficult to flip through pages. And also, I don't know, there might be a way in this app to bookmark the pages.
Or
but
search.
If there is. Yeah, the problem is I'm actually got it pulled up and not a very good reader.
It's probably in the S's as opposed to the P's for all the other pinball games.
Yeah. Super Buster Bros, and there's a lot of supers.
Yeah.
Super Goal, Super Godzilla, Super Mario World. You guys heard of this? Super Mario World?
They made more Mario games after Mario Brothers?
Now, that is availability very common.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because it came with the system.
Uh-huh. Super Pinball Behind the Mask. Holy fuck. This is a very common video game.
Really?
Yeah, very common. And that's really weird because it's like I've seen way more Super Mario Worlds than I have Super Pinball Behind the Mask.
Was it a box in at some point, like a
special pinball
version
Behind the Mask Super Nintendo edition?
When they maybe they're trying to breathe fresh life into Super NES sales or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's fucking weird. They gave it 2.5 stars. Yeah, that's very bizarre. It was developed by Kaze. I don't know, capital K-A-Z, lowercase e. Yeah, okay. That came out in 94 as well. So 94, bad year. Tyler?
Yes, Dave.
I've had a lot of fun today talking about games that we didn't like.
Yeah.
If you were to give this game a beard, what kind of beard would
I'll
you
give
give
all
it?
three the same beard, which is just a nicely trimmed brown beard. just a fucking beardy ass beard. Nothing special. Just
Hell
a
yeah.
fucking fuck ass beard.
Fuck ass beard. I had more fun talking about how each of the Ninja Turtles would have sex differently than I did talking about pinball or like play. Definitely more than playing.
What kind of lovers are the turtles? That are better bits.
Oh God! All right, Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give these games a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses would you give them?
Just a regular ass pair of fuck ass glasses.
My fucking glasses.
Just mine and Ian's glasses.
Boringest motherfucking glasses ever.
A pair of readers. That you got at the dollar store.
Something you picked up at Walgreens on your while you were checking out.
Yep.
The Dahmer wire frames.
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
I need 5 minutes to
Okay.
make some yellow snow.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right.
And we're back.
What you guys been up to?
Yeah, what you guys been up to?
What have you been up to? I don't know if y'all know this about me. I can't find my mouse. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Okay. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I tend to watch things on TV.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I haven't watched a whole lot of interesting stuff this week. I watched a movie last night. It's a new movie on Netflix with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck called The Rip.
Really?
It's pretty good, actually. It's about these guys that work for the police department I think it's in Miami, that are they work for this division of the police department called TNT, and they basically their whole thing is to
The Nashville Network.
Yeah, the Nashville Network.
Or the
TNT.
TNN. What was TNT?
Whatever.
TNN's the Nashville Network.
TNT was
you're
the
right.
Georgia was
Ted Turner Network Television.
Yeah,
Turner Network Television.
They work for Turner Network Television, seizing drug money.
Seizing Hanna-Barbera assets. they go to bootleg t-shirt shops and find all the Fred Flintstones smoking blunts.
They just come to
Mr. Turner loves these.
I'm sorry, we're with The Rip. We find Hanna-Barbera cartoons doing nasty bong rips, and
they come to our mall every week and bust one t-shirt shop and then come back to our mall the following week and do another.
Well, Will Forte had his Ted Turner character he'd do on Conan, where he'd come in riding a buffalo.
Yes.
But their whole thing is that they seize drug money. They find like stashes and drug money, and they call that a rip, where they basically take the money away from the drug cartels. And they get a tip about a particularly big one and go after it. It's a really good movie. Like, it's got a lot of cool plot points that keep you very interested, and it kind of keeps you guessing the whole time.
Yeah.
Really good movie. I liked it a lot.
I would just expect that it would be pretty good just on chemistry alone.
Those two are great. I love Matt Damon so much anyway. And when they're together, of course, Ben Affleck, he's really good in a lot of things, and he's really bad in a lot of other things, right? It just depends on the format. But this one was a good one for them especially. And I mean, listen, I like Matt Damon. The Martian is like one of my favorite movies ever. I've literally watched The Martian 4 times this week.
Wow.
Like, it's just been on when we be scrolling through YouTube TV, and there won't be anything else on, and we'll just be like, hey, fuck, we'll watch The Martian 4 times.
Are you saving your poop to grow your own potatoes now? Like, you really like The
I'm
Martian?
trying to think, like, how can I do this? And but what's fucked up is, we'll put it on as quote unquote background noise.
Right.
But then I find myself watching it because I just love that fucking movie.
Sure.
I love it. So The Rip is a great movie. It was really entertaining. Had a good cast besides those two. what's his name? The Asian dude from Walking Dead, Glenn. Glenn from The Walking Dead. He's in it.
I think that's his legal name. That's how I know him, at least.
Glenn from Walking Dead.
Right.
Glenn F. Walking Dead. He's in it, and it's a good movie. So 4 stars. What does it say? It says check it out.
Cool.
I started watching. Oh boy, Starfleet Academy.
I saw the thumbnail art for this and was like, oh, that came out.
It's fine, I guess.
Are you sure?
No, not yet. The jury's still out. I'm only about halfway through the 2nd episode. They are trying way too fucking hard.
It's like the teen drama one. Is that what this one is?
Yes,
Like
and
the-
it is, and it's like a fellow
Archie,
kids.
kind of like.
There's like a lot of fellow kids. The way they talk.
Nice. Man, if Steve Buscemi was actually in it, that
God,
would be
he
great.
was.
How do you do, fellow Academy students?
So what they've basically
Academians?
done here. So okay, there needs to be a little background here. This is sort of an offshoot of Star Trek Discovery.
That's Worf's Choppelganger.
Kind of.
What do you say, fellow kids? He's rather chopped, Unk, isn't he? Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, kind of sounds like that.
That's
Only
funny.
what's funny. Okay, let me give you a little background.
Okay.
This is a fork of Star Trek Discovery. At
He's
the
a
end,
nonchalant
at
dreadhead.
the end of Star Trek Discovery in the last season, they something happened. I can't remember. Star Trek Discovery has been sort of relegated to being the least good Star Trek at this point. It will be second place if this Starfleet Academy doesn't get better.
Damn.
At the end of Star Trek Discovery, the last season, they went forward in time like 1,000 years, and what had during that period between that times, something happened in the galaxy called the burn. It was a I don't want to go into all that detail, but basically the burn destroyed subspace, and so it made warp travel impossible. And anyone that was at warp when the burn happened died instantaneously. Anyone that was not at home on their home planet was stuck, because we're talking, thousands of light years between systems or whatever.
Yeah.
And so basically Starfleet fell apart. The Federation fell apart, everything. And so when they resolved that problem and warp travel became possible again, they set off on this sort of mission to reestablish Starfleet, reestablish the Federation. And one of those things was to have Starfleet Academy again, which hadn't been a thing for a few hundred years at this point. And so now they're bringing in all these kids from all over the place to be in Starfleet Academy. Conceptually, it's fine. I like the idea. Holly Hunter is in it, which is not a bad thing
Yeah, glad to see she's working
until it is.
Oh no.
The dialogue is, first of all, the fact that they've got these teenagers talking to each other like teenagers from 2026 tells me that they're just trying to be too plugged in. It tries so fucking hard. And what they're doing, they're trying to appeal to a much younger demographic, which is absolutely not going to fucking work. It's just not, because they're doing such a bad job of
Well,
that.
yeah, when you're like, it sounds like they're pandering.
They are.
Yeah, I mean, it did so well
It's
with Velma.
Star Trek.
Why
It's-
wouldn't it do well with Star Trek?
It's Starfleet Academy : pandering. It's really rough. Once you've tuned that out, then you've got to get past the fact that they're dropping all of these fucking stupid Easter eggs to make people like me, or try to make people like me, be nostalgic about Star Trek and say, oh, this is great because the Doctor from Voyager is in it. I lost it. Now, it could get better. Star Trek is famously known for having kind of a rough couple of first seasons, right? And like Star Trek The Next Generation is that way.
Yeah,
it's
tell me about
fine,
it.
but the first 2 seasons of that show
I can't get in. I cannot get into next gen.
are rough.
I can't. I mean, I've heard it's fantastic. Nikki loves it. I know you love it.
Yeah.
John loves it. I cannot get into it.
Once you have to power through the first 2 or 3 seasons.
You got to power through 20 hours.
Yeah, and they're long seasons. Each season is 26 episodes. So, and there's some good episodes, but by and large,
are they 30-minute or hour-long episodes?
They're hour-long episodes, and I can tell you that if Star Trek: The Next Generation came out today, it wouldn't have made it past season 2 because
right. There's so much shit to watch.
So little to watch back in the late 80s, early 90s, and this was very groundbreaking back then.
Yeah.
It kept people coming back, and then it started getting really fucking good, but it took it a while to get its legs. Now, Starfleet Academy, I don't think is going to succeed. I don't think it's going to get past season maybe 2. I don't know. It's Star Trek, so they'll bleed it for a while.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a Trekkie, like, at all.
Yeah.
But from what I've sort of absorbed through you guys and TikTok and media in general, is that after Next Generation, they sort of lost the Roddenberry-ness, the core of what he envisioned in Star Trek to be. The Orville could recapture it, that it was the most Roddenberry of any Star Trek that came after Next Gen, but the others slowly lose that quintessential core that he was trying to establish, and the further they get away from that, the worse they get.
Well, it is that, and it isn't. I mean, Deep Space Nine is the thing that came out after Next Gen, and Deep Space Nine is an excellent. It's real close to being the best of the best, but it is a lot slower. It's a lot more in depth. It's a lot more drama, but the political side of that show, the political strife that's going on in the universe and the war with the Dominion that they find on the other side of this wormhole, all of it makes for some really good shit. As for whether or not it's very Roddenberry, well, they stopped being very Roddenberry because he died, and up until the point where he died, he had 100% say in what was okay and what wasn't, and that happened almost exclusively throughout Next Gen. But then Deep Space Nine happened, which again is pretty much, generally speaking, is
and
considered
he's dead
to be the
during
best.
Deep Space Nine.
I think either he died during that, or right
maybe
before.
I just mean after his death.
I can't remember. And his son took over, but they went in a bit of a different direction. Voyager follows Deep Space Nine, which was, I thought, getting back to more of the Next Gen roots. It was a lot more like Next Gen, and it had more of that Roddenberry-ish kind of feel to it that a lot of people felt like they were missing from Deep Space Nine, because Deep Space Nine takes place on a space station.
Right.
And there's not as nearly as much starship stuff.
I liked what I've watched of it
until later in the series. And then comes Enterprise, which is back to the beginning. The first Enterprise with Scott Bakula. That show was way different, and it had a whole different feel to it.
Did you like Picard?
I loved Picard. The first season of Picard was a little weird, but the second and third season, I really enjoyed. I'm usually okay with pretty much anything Star Trek. Okay, I can get into it. Discovery kind of started to lose me a little bit. It's super flashy. It's super modern. It's super woke. I mean, they go out of their way to make sure that that everyone is either transgender or whatever. And it's like, none of this matters. I don't care about their sexual orientation.
Right. It's fine.
It's fine. It's their business.
Right.
I don't care. I get it.
Right.
Trans people exist, and that's great. Good. I don't need that for this show, right?
It's weird when media it doesn't feel good when media goes out of its way to. It feels like, I don't know, like a carnival barker or something.
Well, because Star Trek, they use the aliens as an allegory to all the real life differences between us.
Well, and the problem is,
now they're just straight up throwing the differences right in your.
They're doing that, and it's not because it's offensive to me. It's because I don't need you. It's like Discovery was more of a result of a fucking board meeting of old white dudes.
Like not a
corporate
passion.
decision
Yeah,
was
and-
like we should. Yeah,
But what they tend to forget, and
The
thing,
suits made that one as opposed to the artist.
the thing that yes, and the thing that they forget, the thing that they completely fucking forget, and this is where the Roddenberry era is completely gone, is that Star Trek has always been about diversity
Right.
and inclusivity, and that they had that in episode fucking 1
Right.
of the original series with a black woman in a position of authority
Right.
and importance,
right.
and a Japanese man flying the ship. You know, they included this shit. There were aliens that people were interacting with. There were other species that worked on the ship. You know, this was the idea from the beginning, and for some reason they feel the need to throw that back in our faces,
Right.
like, "Hey,
What-
over here, she's gay."
Right, yeah.
she's
No one in the
gay.
original series is like, what? Look at this. Look at this amazing black woman. Right. Isn't this amazing? Look, she's black.
He kissed her. The white guy kissed a black woman. Oh my god!
Wow. I think this is great. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't like it when shows like go out of their way to like
I guess that's why people praise Schitt's Creek so much, because
God,
David
what?
is gay and is married and has a boyfriend, and they just treat that relationship as if it's any other relationship.
Right.
There's
It's
not
exactly
like
how it
where
should be.
racists roll in and they're
Yeah.
threatening them and threatening, protesting their
Yes.
shop.
Yep.
It's just like, nope, this is a normal relationship and everybody's cool with
Yep.
it, and we're going to tell the story and just keep going.
Well, that's like every because I've been reading a lot of Stephen King and watching a lot of Stephen King. I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but I've been doing that.
I hear that about
Anytime I see like a black character, it's like, oh shit.
you. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Let's caricature mode activated, right?
right,
So
yeah.
there are all those black people in Maine for him to get to know.
So that was the whole thing about Discovery, was that they wanted to make sure that the gay guys were overly gay and like super in your face gay, like couldn't just be normal dudes that happen to be gay.
Right.
They were just all
Their difference is their
just-
defining trait and not just an aspect of who they are.
Exactly. So they did that a lot in Discovery. In Starfleet Academy, I think, like I said, they're trying to appeal to the younger generation and then throwing in Easter eggs that I don't need. And I tell you what lost me. This is what really turned the page for me on Starfleet Academy. And I'm going to have a hard time getting through it if they don't stop doing shit like this. One of the Easter eggs that they did was this guy, the main character guy, he throws an apple into a garbage can.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even want to say it.
Well, I
The
wanna
garbage
know.
can goes doodle-doo-doodle-doo. The Star Trek song, the Star Trek theme song played when he threw the fucking apple. It was coming from the garbage can. Like the garbage can played the little music. Like that doesn't exist. That's not a thing.
Also, let's think about it metaphorically for just a moment. The trash can is singing the theme to Star Trek. I don't know. Someone should have caught that in a draft. Where it's like if you like take a big shit and like the Star Wars theme plays.
they
Meryl, what are we going to do about all these Walking Dead?
so
The
it's like
titular line in The Walking Dead.
it's like Tanya and I play the game title of the movie.
Right.
Right. I've told you about that. That pissed me off. The trash can. That is not the theme. That is not like the Federation anthem song. It's not.
You don't hear it
You
anywhere
don't
else
hear it
in world.
anywhere else in the world. But the trash can plays the little song, and it's like, okay.
I'm surprised the
That's
apple
not-
didn't ding off the sides in the tone of the Star Wars theme.
Has anyone in the show said yet, like they're like facing off against like an alien fleet? Has anyone been like, chat, are we cooked?
Not yet. So I am so far. I'm gonna watch this shit
Press
because
F to pay your respects.
because I'm a sucker for punishment. But so far, this one has not impressed me even a little bit.
I kind of want to watch
Like
it now.
it's super easy to make fun of. So like, okay, so Holly Hunter's character she's like the chancellor of the academy, but she's the academy is basically a big ship, and and they go to Earth, and the saucer section detaches and then like docks on Earth on the ground in San Francisco.
Okay.
Where Starfleet Academy is, like where before it was blown up or whatever the fuck. And so they still live on the ship. It's just that the ship, for the most part, is docked on Earth, right? On the surface of Earth, not like above Earth.
Right.
But anyway, she's the captain. She goes to the bridge for the first time. And of course, they do the thing where they show the chair and play the solemn music of how important the captain's chair is or whatever. And, you know, there's just this like, she's in this show, apparently there's a lot of things that I don't understand. Apparently humans can live a really fucking long time that far in the future. She's like 400 years old, but she's like my age, right? So, looks her age now.
Right.
And so she's this captain of the ship. And she goes to the bridge, and we see the bridge, and she gives a speech of some kind. And then when she sits in the captain's chair, she like puts her legs up on the captain's chair and just sort of leans in it, like sitting like this, you know, with her hand under her chin. And it's like, it sort of takes away from the I don't know how to put this, the venerable seat of the captain. She just treats it like a chaise lounge, you know what I mean? It's just weird. I don't know, and it's part of her.
It's like
quirky,
if Obama wore pajamas at the Resolute desk,
right?
It doesn't.
Something's
look right.
wrong with that, right? Exactly. And now, if Trump wore pajamas at the Resolute desk, I'd think, finally, he's losing his mind. He'll be unfit for service. But it's just there's just a lot of things about it that I'm having trouble with, and I'm going to keep watching it. So I'm either going to come around and be like, okay, the first couple of episodes were too much, but the rest of it's good. Or I'm going to be like, this has been a traveling train of shit show from beginning to end, and I will be surprised if it makes it to season 2. If it doesn't get better, this show won't make it past a season 2, if it even gets there.
And then it'll probably grind all Star Trek.
I don't know. No, because we still have Strange New Worlds, which is...
okay.
Fucking fantastic. Strange New Worlds is possibly my favorite Star Trek series ever. And that's a bold statement because I'm a huge fan of the other series for the most part. Strange New Worlds is the best Star Trek we've ever had or have had in a long time. And I think they're getting ready to wrap it. I think it's going to go maybe 1 or 2 more seasons, and then they're going to call it, which sucks, but I'm also kind of glad for that.
Don't stretch it out.
They
Right.
don't milk it too much.
Organic conclusion.
Anyway, so there's that. My little Starfleet Academy rant. And then I got caught up. I'm finished with all of the available books for Everybody Loves Large Chests.
There you go. Okay.
It left me hanging in a place that I didn't want to be left hanging. And there's only 2 more books left, but they haven't been published yet. So there are more. So far, there are 12 of these books.
So there's only going to be 2 more, period, and it's over.
And
the author
it
has said that.
It's going to end.
Because all these other lit RPGs have no idea when they're going to end.
Yeah, this one.
I mean, Dungeon Crawler Carl, I know he has said I forget how many books he said. Only 3 more, I think.
Okay, that's probably for the best too.
Yeah.
But this one has had so far. There are 12. Everybody Loves Large Chest books, and relative to Dungeon Crawler Carl, each book is short. You know, you've got DCC books they're like 36 hours long or some shit. You know.
Yep.
But for all 12 books that have been written for Everybody Loves Large Chest, there is almost 100 more total hours of content than what we've gotten so far with Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
And so I was really sad that it left me hanging. I'm really looking forward to the last 2 books because I got to know. And they have said, like, they'll do the little credits at the end of the book for Sound Booth Theater and stuff, and they'll say, They allude to the conclusion is coming, so they're gonna end it, which I'm glad for. I don't think it's been too much, but I do want them to get to an ending and give me a beginning, a middle, and an end. Right. So I haven't started Primal Hunter yet because I've been meaning to to listen to another book by Matt Denneman called Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon.
I tried.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
And
it's free, if that tells you anything.
I've gotten 2 or 3 chapters. Now I'd say 5 or 6 chapters into it.
I abandoned it. I was like,
the jury's still out for me as to whether or not I'm going to stick with it. It's not a sound booth theater thing. They do have the full cinematic audio version of this book, but as gross as this book is, I kind of don't want to hear the sounds that they would make, because there's a lot of, it's just, so far it's just gross. Yeah. Like, it's gross for the sake of being gross. And it's going to have to get more interesting.
I promise I've got so many high quality recommendations for you. You don't
I'm ready.
Time.
I've already got, of course, all the Dresden Files now that I can pick up where I left off on that. And then Primal Hunter, I've got that whole series to get to. So I'm probably going to do Primal Hunter next, but I don't know.
I think you'll love Primal Hunter.
I did enjoy what I listened to for the Dresden Files. I did. That one sort of started warming up on me.
Well, book 4, it hits its stride, and then it's amazing all the way through.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure out what to do next.
It's good until then, and then book 4 was Summer Night, whenever you get a lot of Michael Carpenter.
Okay,
Michael Carpenter fucking rules. And then the Knights of the Cross, and then all the Fae stuff, because the summer and the winter courts are big throughout the whole series. So when they get introduced in book 4, then shit's just fucking great.
That's probably what I might go there. I may have to go back through. I don't remember where I left off. I don't remember which book I read last.
I feel like you were on 3 and almost in 4, or maybe you had just started 4.
That sounds right. I can't remember, but I'm gonna get one or the other started. If I don't. Whether I finish Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon or not, I'm going to do it. But it's so far, it hasn't really gotten me interested. We'll see. But
I understand. It's very different.
So anyway, I think that's about it. Just other than that, it's just been work from home, deal with snow.
Yeah.
That all the same shit that we were doing last week, basically. What about you, Dave?
Been also working from home, which is nice that I've been able to do that. It's also weird that, like, I mean, I could get to work just fine. It's just school is not in session, and it's like they've only been in session 14 days,
right?
In January. So it's like, I don't know, it feels weird. And then it's like they get like the NTI packets, and it's like that. Henry blows through that in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and
same
it's like,
with
okay,
Colin.
I guess just play Minecraft or whatever. What do you want to do? Just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. It's pretty much a weekend.
Yeah.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, and got all the jobs to 100. I can't remember if that had happened last Monday or not.
It hadn't. You were like 97 on Dragoon or something.
You were right there, but
yeah. So Dragoon's 100 now, and now I'm just crafting a bunch of gear. So
my favorite fucking part.
Yeah. What's that?
My favorite fucking part.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy. Is it a lot different in 11 than 15 than 11?
You know what? I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't do a lot of crafting in 11, so I'm not the right person to make that comparison. The crafting part I don't mind doing. It's just it's the gathering up of all the materials that I don't like. It just feels like there's always a bottleneck somewhere. But because I've been crafting, it means that I watched all of the last season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So,
me getting my Lou Shane's fishing rod was just, I watched it so much. Everybody Loves Raymond fishing for moat carp, and it was good. I had a good time doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally been fine. I haven't not enjoyed it. But I am getting to the point where it's like I've crafted like a high-end crafting set of gear and all the tools, and like I just did a high-end gathering set and all the tools, and it's like I'll go ahead and do the battle gear as well. At least
are you unlimited in your skills? Are there different school, like goldsmithing, leatherworking, cooking, is that all that system still there? Like where you pick? You
Yeah.
can only have like one you can master and the others cap out at a certain point?
No, you can do all of them.
That's nice. That's fucking nice.
Different jobs, but yeah, you can raise all of them to 100.
That's awesome. See, I hate that 11, you can only pick one skill to 100 and everything else was capped at 60.
Yeah, I get why someone would not like that. It would bother me, like I think, but also like from like an economic standpoint, which is something that I really like in MMOs. One of the reasons that I like playing MMOs so much is that even if you're not playing with other people regularly, you're all still connected, and like the market fluctuates and stuff. That's super interesting to me. So like having like just being like the idea of having just like one crafting job you could max out is kind of interesting to me, because it's like, oh, well, that means that not one person it would be very difficult for one person to control all of like every crafting market. That's the benefit I could see. But I could see that working in Final Fantasy 11, but not working in a modern MMO.
Yeah.
Because I'll get on my fucking old man soapbox. It's because video games now want to bend over backwards to appease the players so that they will continue to spend money with them, because there are so many different options for shit that people can play now. As opposed to like Final Fantasy 11 or Ultima Online, where it's kind of like, oh yeah, we just thought this would be cool, and like this is just kind of the way that it is. So like, if you don't like it, you can go play something else. We're fine with it.
Yep.
So yeah, I watched a lot of Always Sunny. I've been watching Mystery Science Theater 3000. Nikki and I did watch Bring It On. Rewatched, I should say. I will say that every time I watch that movie, it does get worse.
Yeah.
It ages pretty poorly. And
You gotta stop.
hey, look, man.
Hang on to it.
Is that Elijah Dushku?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like lots of F slurs. There's like, they all think that the movie goes out of its way to be like, all the characters in this movie think Eliza Dushku is gay. It's like, why?
I didn't think that, because she's got dark hair.
She's not a basic white bitch. She's clearly gay.
Yeah, I think it really is, because she has dark hair
and a tattoo.
Yeah,
she has a little tiny tattoo.
Yeah, which it's like, it's a fake tattoo, right? That's they don't want to let her on the cheer squad. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's against the rules to have that tattoo. And I'm like, in the first scene, one of the male cheerleaders has like a fucking tribal band tattoo around his arm. But whatever. Not a great movie, but we got onto it because I was listening to like Spotify, and there's a song that played where Nikki was like, oh yeah, they use that in the routine and Bring It On. And I was like, all right, I'll, in my mind, I'm like, fuck, she probably wants to watch that. And it's like, we'll put it on. What's the harm? Jesus Christ. The movie's not good.
Listen, there's a show on NBC right now called Stumble, and it's about cheerleading.
Yeah.
And it's like done in the style of The Office and stuff, where it's like a documentary crew following this woman coaching this cheer team.
Yeah.
And at one point they do this routine to get, she's mad at him, and they get together and do this routine, which is the exact routine, the generic routine from Bring It On that they get from that one guy.
Yeah, right.
And they refer to that, and she's like, yeah, that was great. It was almost as good as the first time I saw it in Bring It On. Who do you think you're dealing with here? It's shit like that. That's actually a pretty funny show.
That sounds pretty funny.
Stumble's a good show.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd give it a watch when it's just free to stream somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Give it a watch, because it's actually pretty funny.
Okay.
It's like it does follow that same style of, Parks and Rec and The Office, and stuff like
mockumentary,
that, mockumentary type style. But it's clever. It's a pretty clever fucking show. So yeah, you'd like it better than Bring It On.
Yeah, I believe it. The other thing with Bring It On is like how it like makes me feel fucking ancient.
Yeah.
Like Henry walked in the room at one point when we were watching, and I was so I almost said this, but I didn't want to get super depressed. I wanted to be like, "Hey, Henry, what year do you think this movie came out?" And it's I don't know.
This is old, like 2009 maybe.
Right. Yeah. The movie ended, and I was so relieved that like Nikki was like, "Well, that wasn't as good as I remember."
Never is.
So, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. It's been a very. I left the house twice.
Yeah.
Once to get
Good.
food, and then once to come here to record.
I had to do Walmart last night because normally I do it on a Sunday morning. And I went to Walmart last night about 4:00, and holy shit, it's worse than it was before the storm when everyone was trying to get their shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Now everybody's out of shit.
Now everybody's out of shit, so they're trying to go back and get more shit. But Walmart still hasn't stocked all the shit that they need to stock.
Right.
And
Supply chain's fucking broken right now with everything.
I took Tanya out for the first time in more than a week. And she went this is before I went to Walmart. We went to Kroger, and at one point she was so pissed at everybody just being so rude and like whatever. She just literally put her basket down and said, "Get me out of here." So we just left.
Nice.
She even said it loud enough for one guy to turn to me and go, "Yeah, get me out of here too." I'm like, on my way, follow me.
Man, and you just talking about that too, and like there's a big part of me that's been like, I've been so like feeling so good, but it's like we have spent so little money this week.
Right.
So little money. Because we've just been, I mean,
At home.
Nikki's been at work.
Right.
But it's like we're not like going out to eat or anything because we got all those fucking groceries.
Yep.
It's been a good feeling to just be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, then I went to the grocery and was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because I didn't spend much money over the last week either. But then I had to go to the grocery and buy a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. That's it. That's it for me.
Have you guys seen Begonia?
Yes.
Okay, good. Dave, have you seen it? Do you know anything about it?
No.
Keep it that way. And
I think because Melissa doesn't like Emma Stone very much, but on a random lark, she's like, I kind of want to see this movie. I was like, I kind of do too. So we rented it. As soon as I watched it, I was like, the guys have to watch this movie.
Really?
Dave in particular needs to watch this movie because I think it is the end is like as soon as I saw it, I was like, God, this is a Dave Moore fucking movie. I think he would love this so much.
I agree
I'll watch
with
it.
Tyler. I think you'd like it a lot. I've actually mentioned it on the show.
Yeah.
That's why I paused because I was like, I felt like I knew I hadn't seen it, but I felt like I was like, that sounds really familiar.
Well, I remember not spending a lot of time on it because I don't want to say anything that might give anything important away. Because soup to nuts, you just really need to go into it blind.
Because I knew nothing about it at all.
Yeah.
To fully
And
appreciate
it was just like, God damn.
It's a good movie.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's an A24.
Because it was so slow at the beginning, and then when it hits so fucking hard and fast with twists and turns. Yeah. And then I was just like, man, I want them to see this movie, and I really want Dave to see this movie.
Okay, all right, I'll watch it.
And then Melissa and I watched because of course us being snowed in too, we watched more movies than I've ever watched, probably ever. Watched Begonia. We watched Riff Track's Miami Connection, which was really good. Especially the intro where they do like some little short films first before because the live shows will do like these little like weird 50s infomercials or education videos that are really fucked up. They do that, and then the movie. Miami Connection was pretty good, but the best was The Measuring Man like intro about teaching kids about measuring,
like units of measurement and stuff.
Yeah, that was really good.
Very cool.
A high recommend for Miami Connection on Rip Tracks.
Okay.
House on Haunted Hill, also high recommend. And I start that one.
Rip Tracks or just
Rip Tracks Live for House on Haunted Hill.
Okay.
The Vincent Prince Price one.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like I turned that one on, and of course, special guest host Paul F. Tompkins, which I love Paul F. Tompkins. And when I saw him, I was like, this motherfucker does everything. I've seen him on like Dropout with all those people. I've seen him on this. Like
I just recently saw him on on I don't know how long ago he was on Dropout, but it's on my algorithm right now on YouTube. So
God, it's just like this dude's just doing fucking side quests for fun. Like love Paul F. Tompkins. Other than that, we did go went to the theater and saw Iron Lung, which is Markiplier's new movie.
Oh, okay.
Based on the video game Iron Lung, where you're...
I don't know it.
So the whole premise is... And well, I mean, spoiler free. The whole premise is basically the world has ended in some sort of cataclysmic event. And basically the oceans are now just blood. 100% blood. And so because everything is now blood, they're running out of resources for everything. So they're trying to explore this blood ocean to figure out what's down there, what happened, what's going on. And humanity has dwindled down to so few people. Like it's a balancing game of what resources they have plus committing people, because they can't really afford for anyone to die anymore. There's so few humans. So Markiplier's character is a convict that they weld into a deep pressure submarine and send him down to explore. And
what kind of controller does he use to pilot it?
It's latitude and longitude, like
okay,
it's not a PlayStation controller,
right?
Yeah. It's not the fucking
Titan.
Yeah. But he's got like, the game is really about like the grid system, and you're trying to find these spots on the grid where you're trying to maneuver and explore. And then this is more the nuance where he's got like a radio connected, and what he's done to become a convict and get here. And of course you can't just like see through blood. So they have like a radiation camera that takes x-rays. So every time he's trying to explore, he can't look out the windows because of the pressure. So he's doing the latitude and longitude, and then he'll run back and hit this camera button, and there's like a flash or an x-ray of what's outside of him. So he's constantly hitting the x-ray button to see where he is, and he starts seeing like weird shit. And there's like, they don't know where the bottom is because they'll eventually
actually radiation poisoning. He's not actually seeing anything out there.
Well, that's what you don't really know.
Yeah.
Because like once he starts seeing, because he's like, am I safe doing this? And they're like,
sure, it's going out, not in.
I mean, you're wearing your lead coveralls, right? Yeah.
And he like produced it, paid for it, wrote it, like everything on his own, had no studio backing. So it's all an independent thing he got into the movies. So I think he spent $3 million on it.
Okay.
Then $7 million in pre-sales before it even came out. So, and then now it's even made even more money. So like, it's not spectacular, but I thought it was pretty cool.
All right.
And it's just him by himself in a submarine. You get very few. You might see another character like once when he resurfaces, and then otherwise it's the radio. I can see where it's based on a video game. Very like Five Nights at Freddy's. You're trapped in a room with a radio and
what
recording.
It sounds like. Yeah, I don't mean this in a shitty way, but I don't know how to ask it without it sounding shitty. So I'm just gonna ask it. How much like a YouTube video does it feel like?
It doesn't.
No. Okay.
No, the production value for what it is, the production value was fine.
Okay. The reason I ask is because when you said, I didn't even cross my mind until you said it's pretty much just him, and that's immediately my mind was like, okay, is this like how much like a stream does it feel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
no,
it's
not really.
I know it's dramatic, right?
Yeah.
But that's the first thing that popped in my head. Cool.
Yeah, and he does an okay job acting on it.
Yeah.
You know, he's not an actor, he's a personality, but he does a
Right.
solid job. So, yeah, that's all I've been up to. You guys want to look at this package?
Yes.
What we got?
Yes.
Show us your package, Tyler.
Hell yeah. Letter on the inside, kind of hefty. Honk. TADPOG Studios. The Ian is silent. First time caller Nate from Utah and Lady Glines.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And then what? First thing that pops out of the letter are some
Those
Magic the Gathering cards
Yeah.
that are, holy shit, they are Avatar.
Fuck, a Black Lotus?
Oh,
Hey.
the
You shouldn't
crossover between. I actually knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing.
Because they're bringing that back. It's a crossover for Avatar and Magic the Gathering, and I saw something about it. They're getting ready to do it again.
They're doing a whole bunch of those.
Happy holidays. Hope y'all's doing well. Lady Glines or I took these photos in 2025. We
Nice.
used the same company as last year. I feel the quality dipped a little bit this year. The cover photo is our 2-year-old puppy, Sergeant Pepper. Love you guys. Nate from Utah.
Nice.
Thanks, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
P.S. Random Avatar Magic the Gathering cards. So you got Appa the Sky Bison, a 4 white legendary creature. Got Aang the Last Airbender, 3 white. Toph the blind bandit, 2 green, and then Uncle Iroh is a red green.
Those
are pretty cool.
What are we going to do with these?
Mount them up in here.
Toph's my favorite.
Yes.
Those are cool.
And hell yeah.
Calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Sergeant Pepper.
That's
Oh.
cute. Hell yeah, man.
My wife's going to be so fucking happy.
Did you guys go to Italy to do all this? That's badass.
Yep.
Yeah, these are great photos.
Italy, Slovenia,
Nice.
Idaho.
Some serious traveling.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
I
you.
love
These are
these.
great. Oh, thank you. You too, Siri. Yeah, you too. Sure.
Why not?
I haven't praised you in a while. Good girl.
Melissa said that to Addie, and she was like, do not say that to me ever again. All right. And I picked up some candy at Five Below. I sent you guys a picture to where it's like, everybody loved the violet crumble.
Yep.
So they had a peanut butter violet crumble. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll get this for us to try. I left it on the counter. Yeah, Jack destroyed it, shattered it everywhere, like did whatever to it. So all that remains is frosted chocolate donut Kit Kats.
Frosted chocolate donut Kit Kats? Man, that sounds great.
How many would you like? 1 bar each? 2
Yes,
bars?
please.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Frosted chocolate donut.
I mean, yeah.
I don't taste it until the finish.
Same.
It tastes really weird at first. And then when I go to swallow it, it tastes like a chocolate frosted donut.
You know what I don't get? All these fancy high-end desserts made to taste like Oreos.
Like what?
I know, like Cheesecake Factory has their deluxe Oreo cheesecake.
Okay.
It's like one piece is like, $10 to $12. I just buy an Oreo.
You just
for
have some
like
Oreos.
$3. Like, why does everything taste like this cheap ass cookie? Like,
Throw them in the refrigerator.
yeah, I've even seen in like TikToks of these high end like Michelin star restaurants will have like an Oreo themed dessert. It's like, who's paying $300 for a prefix menu and something tastes like a fucking Oreo?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be like excited
Yeah, not at all.
for that.
No.
That Kit Kat's pretty good though.
It's not bad.
That's solid.
I don't know that it's distinctive enough to be like, I love it.
Right.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have
Just a Kit
a
Kat.
Kit Kat.
Most
Yeah.
of these flavors, the Kit Kats, I'd rather just have a
Yeah.
regular ass Kit
Well,
Kat.
for me, on those like custom flavors that they do, they always start off tasting like candle wax. And then the flavor comes out.
Kicks in. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm a traditionalist. I just give me a Kit Kat. Maybe the dark chocolate.
Is it the flavors almost taste like you just sprayed whatever perfume over the top of it
Right.
and then you're eating it?
Yeah.
Like those fucking Thanksgiving Oreos we had.
Yeah.
Like,
God, that was
a watershed moment. I honestly do. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it really was, because it's like I have had so many like flavored things since then where I just remember those Thanksgiving fucking Oreos. I've been on a fucking plain M&M's kick.
Same,
Recently.
actually.
I mean,
they're great.
yeah, they are.
I don't need much more than that.
I love an M&M McFlurry. Like that's a pretty basic staple McFlurry.
I haven't had one in a while. Do they still use the minis in those?
To my knowledge, I haven't had one in a minute either.
Man,
because I can't eat much. I can't really eat anything sweet at McDonald's because I get the fucking corn syrup icks from all their stuff. Like their sweet tea,
milkshakes
I will get
gotten,
fucking sick as a dog at the end of
their
it.
Their milkshakes do that to me. They're like I like them, but they just don't even taste like milkshakes anymore. Yeah. It's weird.
Have anybody been to Steak and Shake to try the beef tallow fries?
Nah.
And it's just fucking French fries. I don't see.
So you tried them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shoestring fry is probably my bottom tier fry.
They're not good.
I want a steak fry up top. So of course my inverse is going to be the shoestring fry.
I got to stop and get some steak fries on the way home now. Somewhere. I don't know where.
Texas Roadhouse is doing a fucking great deal where, we were all tired of eating at home. So when we could go out, they did like a 4 steaks, 4 sides, a huge ass salad for like $40.
I've seen that.
Really?
That is a good deal. I saw a TikTok about it the other day, actually.
That's where we saw it, and I was like, well, let's go get that.
Yeah.
So I did.
Y'all went. How busy was it?
Oh, it was fucking ridiculous. I mean, I got it to go, so it wasn't too bad, but it was fucking.
You have to plan
everybody.
ahead.
Was
I
at Texas
know.
Roadhouse.
That's the reason I don't go there, is because I've never been there and been like, oh, this is like a reasonable amount of people. It's
not busy.
Always been like a 1980s Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza.
Well, it is one of the few places in town that it's like, it's always pretty good.
Yeah,
it's not
affordable.
Stupid expensive.
Yeah.
If you don't,
No, I get why it's busy, but man,
it's a lot.
But it's way too. We don't have enough places like that, so the one is constantly like.
Yeah, Cohen wanted us to take him there last year, and we did. But I didn't know you had to like get on the app and reserve a table and do all this kind of stuff. I walked in and said, we need a table. And they're like, oh, okay, you're going to be waiting about 40 minutes. I'm like, fuck. Okay. And it was like really fucking hot outside.
Is that the one where Tanya thought you were talking about Logan's and when you went to Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah. And and she was like, oh no.
They're never
I'm like,
busy.
Right? I know. But it was worth it. It was a good experience. We enjoyed our meal, and it was fine to wait. You know, I don't mind it from time to time, but it's just been a long time since I've sat and waited to be seated at a restaurant when I could have just gotten this to go.
Yeah.
But,
there's something about
always
eating.
Packed.
There's something about eating at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's nice. We normally do takeout, so when we actually go and like once a week we'll go to a restaurant and sit down. And it's really nice.
Yeah, I miss doing that a lot. We're at damn near 2 hours.
I was about to say, if we want to do a draft, or is that time?
I'd say we could probably call it and maybe save the draft for next week. You want to see what we're doing next week?
Yeah, let's do that.
You guys want to randomize, or do you have something in mind you want to do?
Nothing springs to mind.
I don't. So let's chip the ice off this batter up peripheral.
Tink, 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 tink.
Okay, and then Wild and Crazy Kid style, say the prayer we all love to say. Rhymes and whammies. Stop.
Well, it's a 1993 video game published by Toho.
Toho?
Mm-hmm. Called Mecha Robot Golf.
It was not on my bingo card. Okay. Mecha Robot Golf.
Mecha Robot Golf.
Sounds kind of interesting.
Are there multiple mecha robot golfs for us to go through?
I will look real quick. I will be surprised if there are. But
Ultra robot golf? Hyper robot golf?
Mecha Robot Golf. Wow. Yeah, this looks like fun. This looks interesting. Looks like just the one.
Okay, good.
Oh, Mecha Robot is one word.
I'm sorry, Mega Robot.
Mecha Robot.
Mecha Robot.
Okay.
Hell
Mecha
yeah.
Robot Golf it is. I like it when they throw us a little weird curveball.
Yeah, Toho's good for that.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Find the show on YouTube, Spotify, not Stitcher, not SoundCloud. I mean, just all over the goddamn place. We got lots of stuff going on, but most importantly is that Patreon.
Hell yeah.
Patreon.com/TADPOG. Give us $1. We'll give you access to all of our bonus content, and there's a lot of it.
I'm hoping all the mice have frozen to death.
Give us I kind of like having a
find out when it
shiny
thaws
box
out.
for the whistle.
Yeah.
And now I've put the Magic the Gathering cards in there to be preserved until we decide what to do with them.
There we go.
If you go to patreon.com/tadpog and give us $5, you become a Jake, a Tadpog Jake. And that means we basically change your name to some form of Jake. And we do a special mini pod every week before we record as sort of a warm up to get into the show, of just us talking about whatever happens to come to mind. It's kind of like a 15-minute long stinger. And we enjoy doing that. We've enjoyed putting them out there, and we hope you're enjoying listening to them. Every month, I will read all of the $5 donors and up between $5 and $20, $5 and $19.99 donors, names in Jake form. And then if you are a $20 donor, if you want to be a $20 donor, that would make you an executive producer. And that is when I will read. What I will do there is not only do you have access to the bonus content, not only do you have access to the Jake content, we read your name on the show every week. And I'm going to do that right now, starting with Jesse Y, Drink Bud Dry, Cubicle Monkey, Enthusiast Jeff M, Sandwich Pope Phil H, Gamebug Prime Nathan E, Pinball Airplane Archmage Chris Edler. Sorry you couldn't be on this specific episode because that's kind of your thing, we know. Lord Micah P, Louisville Correspondent Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock, Flavor Trick, Taryn D, D-Pope Sandwich, and last but not least, that nice guy from Michigan. I don't know. I haven't looked at the Patreon in a while. I don't know if we have any new donors this week. I don't think we do. But if I missed your name or haven't said your name, bit.ly/Tadpog Discord is how you can come and hang out on our Discord channel. And you can reach out to me directly if you need to tell me something like you forgot to say my name, or if you're going to be honest and say, hey, I haven't donated in a while, you can stop saying my name. And then you got to pay me back for all the time.
We get back. It's like child support. We get back pay.
We got to get that back pay. So anyway, that is close of business for this week.
Hell yeah. How you guys want to close it out?
Oh, as the Joker in Super Pinball Behind the Mask.
Okay. So until next time. Truck.
TADPOG is hosted and produced by Tyler Holland, Dave Moore, and Ian Chandler, and releases new episodes every Wednesday. You can find them on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and just about anywhere else podcasts are hosted. If you have a question or comment for the hosts, don't hesitate to call us at 270-883-2555 and leave us a voicemail. If we like it, we'll play it on the show and respond. If you'd like to send us something, you can do so at TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. If you'd like to donate to the show, visit patreon.com/tadpog, and with a minimum donation of $1 per month, you will get access to all of our fun bonus content. Join the conversation on our Discord server at bit.ly/tadpog Discord. Registration is free, and we'd love to have you there. If you enjoy our show and haven't already, don't forget to find and tap that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. The Jake thing is almost taken away from Stinger material. Like, we almost get the Stinger stuff out of the way for the Jakes, and then we don't have anything fun to do for the Stinger. I could just do it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just do that.
believe it!